You're listening to the Hustled Up podcast. I'm Laura Natoli.
And I'm Holly Silva, and we are best friends since birth turned multi-passionate entrepreneurs and co-owners of Chores and More, a successful service-based business where everybody is treated like a best friend.
Welcome to our show where tactical business education meets fun and real conversations about this wild journey called life.
Get ready to be inspired. Grab your headphones, turn up the volume, and let's hustle up.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to this week's episode of Hustled Up. As always, we are your hosts. My name is Laura.
And I'm Holly.
And before I jump into the topic, come on, if you're a long-term listener, you know what's coming. I'm going to ask you to stop this recording and rate, review, subscribe wherever you're listening. Leave us a little love note. Leave us 5 stars. We would love to hear from you. It really keeps us motivated to just keep going and keep busting out that free education. All right. We have a short but sweet, knowledge-packed episode topic today, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be talking about how to increase your revenue by upselling and add-on services. And a lot of what we're going to be discussing is cleaning related, since we are a cleaning business, but this is really applicable to any service-based industry. There are always things that you can be adding to your service to make it better, especially for us. I mean, it's spring cleaning season, so this is the time. Holly yesterday was just on the phone, texting clients, bussing out those upgrades, and it's really a win-win because you increase your revenue. The clients get a beautiful, wonderful spring cleaning. They feel so good. Everything is reset. It also, not for nothing, makes the recurring service visits a little easier because all of those deep cleaning things were added to the service. So it's really a win-win all around. We're going to talk about some things that we do to help increase that and help entice people to add those extra services on. So if this is something that entices you, stay tuned.
Are you tired of spending your entire weekend cleaning when you could be going out to brunch with your girls?
First of all, I love brunch. And second of all, yes, there are so many things I could be doing instead of cleaning my house on the weekend.
Oh yeah, like playing video games.
Or watching a movie with the kids.
Going on a date with your significant other.
Taking your dog to the dog park.
Going to the movies.
Solving world hunger.
Yes! Exactly. So this is why it is such a good idea to call up Chores and More for your deep and recurring cleaning needs.
And do you want to know something really, really cool?
What?
If anybody mentions Hustled Up when they call to book, they can receive up to $100 off their deep cleaning.
Up to $100 off. What are you doing still sitting there? Pick up the phone now, mention our podcast, and never have to spend your weekends cleaning again.
Simply go to choresandmorellc.com. You can fill out our request quote form there, or give us a call, send us a text, 631-397-0177. It is time to get back to doing the things you love. Let us take care of the cleaning.
All right, we are back, and today we're talking about upgrades and add-ons and how to increase your overall revenue. So let's talk for a minute about us because, from always talking from experience. So we're a cleaning business, so there's lots of add-on services, but I want to say before I even jump into these add-on services, as always, you want to make sure that whatever you're offering, you're doing well and that it's covered under whatever insurance category you're under. I want to start by saying that because I don't want you guys to hear this episode and go out and say, oh, I'm going to buy all this equipment to scale ladders and do exterior windows and do all these crazy things that maybe you're not covered for or maybe you don't know how to do. So first and foremost, make sure whatever you're going to start adding on, you have proper training for, proper equipment, and you are covered under. So disclaimer was taken care of. So the biggest way for us, we have a lot of add-on services. Our business name is Chores and More. So what's the more? All of our add-on services is what the more is. But the best way, if you're in the cleaning industry specific, to increase your profit is just to sell upgrades. Have different packages. When you go to a car wash, it's not just standard car wash. Most car washes, the best way I can think of it and visualize it is they usually have a basic, a premium, a platinum, whatever. And with each increased package, you get more services done. So for us, we have 3 different packages. And the best way is our regular clients who are in for their regular weekly, biweekly, or monthly service visits is just to notify them, hey guys, we have these 3 upgrades that you can choose from. And people love it. Holly literally, I think, sold 2 upgrades yesterday, right? for our weekly
Yep.
clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I would say that that's the first thing, is just figure out what your packages are going to be and how you're going to notify your clients. Because if you have all these wonderful packages, but you don't tell anybody about it, nobody's going to know. So the best way to, I think, figure out what your cleaning upgrades are going to be is, what are your clients asking for? What do people want? What do you see them asking for? Are they ever asking for, hey, can I throw in some interior appliances? Or if you're a landscaper, are they like, hey, can you plant some more shrubbery in my yard? I don't know. I don't know what landscapers do. But like, you know what I mean. I'm trying to say this is applicable for any industry. You have to get creative and you have to ask your clients. If you're like, I have no idea what my upgrades can be, send out an email blast to your clients asking, what would you like to add on? I think that that would be a great place to start. Or, hello, shop the competition. That's another wonderful thing. If you need some ideas, you can absolutely go to our social media at Chores and More on Instagram. We're always talking about our different packages, our different upgrades, our different add-ons. You have to do research for whatever your industry is and see what the people want.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I hope that this episode kind of encourages you to think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
But like Laura said, I'm going to actually tell a little story. When we started Chores and More, and the reason we named it Chores and More is because we really wanted, and I still low-key want to, but we can't, as I really wanted to offer pet sitting and like going and feeding animals maybe while someone's away, dog walking, like just more things with pets, and because I love animals, and that was something I really wanted to do. And we met with our insurance broker, and this again was right when we were starting, so we were actually like signing up for insurance. And he was like, so you pet sit? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, don't do that. And we were like, why? And he was like, that's an entirely different like ball game. It's an entirely different area of insurance that you're going to need. Heaven forbid, and something happens to an animal under your care, like this is an entirely different ball game compared to cleaning. Like it's an entirely different thing. Do you want to take that on? Do you want to pay up the butt in insurance because of you want to add on this service? And for Laura and I, especially because we were so new, it wasn't worth it. We weren't getting a lot of pet sitting jobs as it was. People weren't really interested in that for us. It's funny though, over the years, we've had a few people come in and say, even a few of our clients say, can you watch my dog? And unfortunately we have to turn them down because we don't have insurance for it. Not to say maybe we won't visit that, in the future, but it was something that it requires an entirely different set of insurance, like an entirely different policy. And it wasn't worth it for us. And also then we started to get a little nervous, like, oh, maybe we don't want to do this. Maybe we don't want to offer pet sitting. I just want to play with people's pets, like you don't even got to pay me for that. Just invite me over and I'll play with them. So that's a story that I wanted to share, because maybe you're thinking of offering something that it sounds like a good idea, but your insurance isn't going to cover it. It's the same with like, I've heard this story too many times with like scaling ladders, window washing, right? We wanted to do that for a long time too. But in a lot of cases, work comp, depending on how you're coded in your business, workers' compensation insurance won't cover an employee if they fall off of like an 8-foot ladder, because they only cover up to 2 steps or a certain amount of feet or whatever. So before you start offering anything, the very least you should do is check with your insurance. If it's something like significantly different out of your wheelhouse, you know what I'm saying? Check with your insurance broker, see if this is something where you need additional coverage, see if it's worth it, if you want to open up a new policy, like whatever it is. But definitely do extensive research if it's going to be something that's like a little bit out of your wheelhouse. For us, all of the add-ons that we have offered, are things that the clients want, and we're even pursuing some new ventures that I'm super excited for, which I don't think we should talk about right now.
No,
but
I was going to say, I want to do a big announcement. This
announcement.
Is your friendly teaser. This is your little teaser.
Yes, little
the more
teaser.
It's about to get a lot more. That's all I'll say.
Yes, it's going to get crazy. But it's not going to require a new insurance policy. It's like pretty much the same stuff. It's, if anything, probably a little less
safer, yeah.
Safer, yeah. So, but it falls in the wheelhouse of what we do. So we don't have to, go crazy like shopping around for a new policy or anything like that. But and the reason we decided we want to pursue this is because people are asking for it. And so, and everything that we offer now is because people have asked for it at some point or another. And also, I don't know about Laura, but I do this where I'm like, what would I like? What
Yes.
do I want done? I feel like this is kind of how laundry and light cleaning was born, or laundry and light housekeeping, because I absolutely hate the idea of washing my dishes. I hate it. I want somebody to come in and do my dishes. I would love to have somebody come in and fold my laundry too, but I'm a little self-conscious. Like they might hold up my pants and be like, this woman is large or something. Like I have insecurities. But like I like, and then and then some people were asking for, oh, can you fold my laundry? And we were like, yeah, we'll fold your laundry.
Yeah, and
But
there's a big gap in the market there. That's what
yeah,
it is. It's not a lot of cleaning services offer that, which that's cool. But if there's a gap in the market, take advantage of it before another company does.
yeah, for sure. And we've heard a lot so basically I'm just gonna give you guys the tea on our laundry and light housekeeping service. You can read about it on our website. It's no secret. But what it is basically the client pays hourly, and we send somebody in there. We call them chore fairies because, like, how cute does that sound? They'll go in and they prioritize the lighter chores: laundry folding, washing the dishes, wiping down the counters, tidying up the toys in the playroom, like that kind of thing. It's not like organizing, it's just tidying up, putting things away, making things look neat, folding blankets, making things look presentable, like that kind of situation. Um, and so they charge hourly. They set a budget, or we tell them, we'll do it until it's done, and then you pay what you owe. But usually, in most cases, people set a budget, and some people add it on to a service. Like we've had people add on laundry folding to an existing cleaning, or some people book it like a la carte. We have one client, we go there every single week, and he loves that we offer this. Like we just go there, we fold laundry, we do some cleaning tasks for him, and he has set his budget for 3 hours. That's what we cap it at every week, and we do what we can in that time. And he left us this insanely cool Google review about it too. And he was like, I've never found a company that like does this. They always want you to do all the straightening up, because a lot of people complain like, oh, I have to clean for the cleaning lady. And we were like, you do sometimes have to, like, depending on the service you're getting, if you're getting like a scrub down, if you're getting a deep cleaning, yes, you should be putting your stuff away so that our cleaners can get into those like nitty gritty areas. But some people don't want that. That's not what they want. They don't really give a crap if you're like deep scrubbing, like their, I don't know, baseboards. They just want somebody to come in and put the freaking toys away. They're tired of bending over so much. So that's how that service was born, and so many people love it and take advantage of it. To be honest, I would actually prefer it over a deep cleaning, because that's where I need help in
Interesting.
my house. That's where I need help, is like doing the dishes and like picking up the freaking puppy toys. Every time she's out, those toys are freaking everywhere, everywhere. So, so that's how that was born. So you really just have to think outside the box. As Laura said, think about what your clients are like longing for. And then also think about something like, what would you benefit from in your, from your business? Like what's something you would, like to see? And you could really come up with some cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. The tour ferry service is amazing. It's definitely something that's very sought after, very, appreciated. People love it. Another add-on that we particularly offer, and I know a lot of companies don't offer this, we offer carpet and upholstery shampooing. And this is, again, another thing that you want to make sure you have proper training on. Again, don't just go out willy-nilly, purchase the first carpet cleaning machine you find on Amazon and just give it a go. You want to do proper training. For us, luckily Holly's dad was trained on carpet and upholstery shampooing, so he did the research, he purchased us the equipment, and he took us out and showed us hands-on training exactly what to do. And we do the same with our technicians. It's not something that we're just like, hey, Kim, you're going to just do a carpet today, and she's had no proper training. We do very specific hands-on training, multiple trainings, so that our technicians know how to properly use this equipment. They're not going to damage your upholstery, and they're going to do a great job. And the other beautiful thing that I want to let you in on, this is like top tier information that we're giving you guys. Like Holly says it all the time, we should be charging for this info. But this is beautiful because once your technicians are equipped with these extra skills, whether it be how to fold laundry properly, how to carpet shampoo, how to upholstery shampoo, they now have more tools in their arsenal to then upsell to the clients. We have this all the time where our technician, because they're hungry for work, they want these upsells are going to make them more money in the long run. Not only are they going to benefit us, but they're going to benefit them as well. So we have one girl, Kim, who I just mentioned, who she literally will be in the field after we taught her how to carpet shampoo. All of her regular clients, she was like, hey, I just got trained on carpet shampooing. I would love to practice on your house. I would love to freshen up these rugs for you, freshen up this upholstery. And her clients adore her. So, of course, they're going to take her up on this. So it's really just once you just continue to level up your technicians, you are equipping them with the proper tools for them to also become your little salespeople in the field. And it's amazing. I say, as many skills as you can have, as many skills as your team can have, go for it. But do your homework, do your research, and do proper training, most importantly.
Yeah, and another thing that we do we incentivize them. So if they if they upsell, if they successfully upsell, we'll give them, one of our wheel spins at our meeting, and they can win a paid day off on those wheels. So they don't mess around. Like, they enjoy the wheel spin. So there are fun ways if just like giving outright cash isn't really your thing. You can do other fun ways to incentivize them as well. But really the true incentive is if they do upsell for one of their clients, then they're going to make more money in their pockets because they'll do it themselves. In most cases, they will do it themselves, and then they'll get that extra pay from us. So that's the true incentive there. So, and it also is really good because, and we call it in our, in CBF, in our program, they call it the chief juggler. I am the chief juggler, AKA I do the schedule. And I'm working with 8 techs now and hopefully hiring a 9th soon. It's a lot. I'm freaking tired. I'm exhausted. So, and luckily it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty good, but I think,
Don't say that. Kiss of death.
I know, let me not jinx it. But being able to upsell is going to take more time in the schedule. Therefore, you're not going to have to hunt down new clients, new cleans. You're not going to have to sell in our industry. Our priority cleanings or extra services, or try to hunt down new people, run sales. Then if you're running sales, then you're cutting into your profits. Whereas if you upsell, then you're not cutting into profits. You're filling their schedules with the people you already have on your roster. And I mean, if you want to run a sale, cool, but in some cases you don't have to. And then all of a sudden, you just have tons more profit for yourself too. So it's not only increasing revenue this way, but it's also increasing profit. So that, because when we start, when our schedule is looking a little empty, we have to start dropping sales, and the employees are still paid the same. Like, we're not, that doesn't affect them. It affects us. It affects our bottom line. So then, then all of a sudden we're dealing with cash flow hiccups and all this stuff. So this is a good way to ensure that, not only are you boosting revenue and boosting their pay and keeping your schedules full, but it's also putting more profit in your pocket.
Yeah, that's a great point to make. I also think it's really important, because I know we talked a lot about packages and whatnot. I think it's also really important to make a note that you should also offer services a la carte. Because, the packages we have, our top tier packages includes windows, wet wiping of all your surfaces, and interior kitchen appliances. But oftentimes I'll have somebody that says, oh, well, my oven's not really dirty. I don't cook a lot. I don't need that. I don't really need the windows. Can I do your basic package and just set on microwave and fridge? And we say absolutely. So we offer customization. We offer, if you want, just 1 or 2 add-ons here and there, because you want to be budget friendly as well. And when I say budget friendly, I don't mean cheap. You don't want to be cheap. You don't want to be the Walmart of cleaning companies, but you want to be able to work with people's budgets and allow them to purchase exactly what they need without any fluff of what they don't need. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I'm a little offended that you're hating on Walmart. Walmart is life.
Oh my
Walmart
gosh.
is amazing.
But we don't want to be Walmart. Walmart's amazing, but you want to be Walmart? I want to be at least Target.
Okay, I guess.
I want to be the Ralph Lauren of cleaning companies. I want to be big and bougie.
That would be amazing. For the Louis Vuitton of cleaning,
Yeah, I
that would
think we're the
be
Louis Vuitton of cleaning personally. You get that luxury service, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there are ways to upsell in a budget friendly way. And so that's why Laura and I do have multiple packages. We do customizing, we do different things a la carte. Because, like, you can add on, for us, you can add on a refrigerator cleaning and it doesn't really require any extra tools. It doesn't require too much extra time and it's not going to cost them too much extra, but it's still a little something. It's still a little something that's going to boost your revenue. And if you're dealing, we have almost 160 recurring clients. If you're upselling to even half of that, like you're getting a lot of revenue in your pocket, even if it is little things. So you just really have to get creative and like sit down and really think about what you can offer and like all the different things that you can do or your staff can do.
Yeah, and do your research. Do your research with everything. If you're stuck, get creative. Look at other companies in your area. Look at other companies outside of your area. See what they're doing, and see if again, I'm beating a dead horse here, but do your research. Do not offer something that you're not capable of. And whatever you are going to offer, master it. Ooh, a good way actually to really get proper training in too is to offer a beta test period. If you're offering a new service, like let's say you are carpet shampooing for the first time and you need houses to practice on, a beautiful idea would be, especially the clients that you love, that you've serviced for a while, hey, can I come do this for free at your house and practice? Hey, can I come do this for a super discounted rate and practice? It's a great way to get practice in, to get content so that once you have mastered it, you can start pushing it through email campaigns, social media. So if you're not feeling 100% confident in this new skill that you have just learned or just added, beta test it, offer a discount, offer free, do whatever you have to do to become a master at this skill so that you can then push it out to all your clients for full price and know that they're getting an incredible service. It's a really, really great tip.
It's a good way. Of course. That's a good way. That's definitely a good way to roll it out for sure.
Yeah.
You definitely want to offer discounts. And I remember we did that with which I don't know whatever came of it. I think we were just like, we don't want to do this with the grout scrubbing.
Yes, we did. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We did that and it was really good, but I just think for how long it took, there are special steamers that have special equipment to do that. But damn, we were making grout look brand new with our like hand scrubbing. We had this we got our hands on this chemical, which actually apparently wasn't even a chemical. It was like one of those organic cleaners from somewhere that I can't remember. Oh my gosh, it worked so good. And we were like, we're just going to like offer this to a bunch of people. And I remember we did a bunch of people. And then we were even doing it for people who like didn't even know we were doing it. Like I remember we scrubbed one of our clients' bathrooms and he had no idea that we like did it. He was probably like, wow, my floor looks really clean today.
Right.
But for some people, we sold it at like a discounted rate because we just wanted to get practice on it. And it was a success for that period of time. It just, we were like, all right, we don't want to be like on our hands and knees scrubbing floors all day long. Like people have equipment for that. So nothing happened with it, but it was still fun. It was a fun way to experiment. And, I tried it on my own bathroom. It was good, but doing some beta testing and doing like a slow rollout is really cool too.
Yeah, definitely. I don't really have anything else to add. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I said it was going to be short and sweet. Do you have anything else to mention, Hal, on this topic?
No, I think I just, want to leave you with this. Like there are so many things you can be doing in your business, like you can be offering. But I'm going to take it back to last week. Make sure they're in your scope of work and make sure that it's not going to be detrimental to anybody's health or safety. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And don't just do it willy-nilly, because like that's how Laura and I used to do things. Like prepare. Don't just start doing stuff. Like that's where it gets a little like, it's easy to say like, we're going to offer oven cleaning, and then nobody has been trained on how to clean an oven. And it's not to say you have to go like pay and take an oven cleaning class, but you should do some research, practice on your own oven. If you're testing new products or supplies or tools, like test them in your own home or with somebody or a family member, somebody who's not going to be mad if you damage their stuff. Like don't just willy-nilly start offering things. Like make it intentional. Like be really, really intentional with things that you're going to be doing in your business, because otherwise it can come back to bite you. And make sure it's something that's scalable if you plan on growing. If you plan on growing your business, it has to be something scalable, which is exactly why, for example, we don't put laundry away because it's not scalable. We're not going to be able to ask the client, oh, Sally Mayhew's clothes go in this drawer, but then Jeffrey's clothes go in this drawer, and then their pants go here, but they hang their shirts here, and then they swap them out for the summer. Like, no. We're folding. Little girls go in the little girls' room. Little boys go in the little boys' room. Adult clothes go in the primary, and that's it. Like, we just knew that this was something that wasn't scalable, and it's something that we offered in the beginning, and we had to learn the hard way. Like, I don't know where anything goes. So just make sure that it's something that can grow with you as you grow your business.
Yeah. I'm still laughing about selling babies because I'm like, are we servicing with the Who's down in Whoville?
I don't know why Sally Mayhew came out.
That sounds like the Who's. We're servicing the
That's
Who's.
such a cute little name. I'm like, oh, future daughter? What?
What? One last thing I'll leave you with is to do things one at a time. So we're giving you all great ideas, but don't just say, hey, starting tomorrow, we're offering ovens, windows, laundry, carpet shampooing. No. Do one thing at a time, master it, and move on. Don't just, because you're not going to be able to do everything at once. It's also going to overwhelm your clients. If you don't want to overwhelm them and send them like an email that says, hey, we're offering 10 new services. It's just not a smart way to do anything because you can't master it. You can't master 10 things at once. One thing at a time, start small, master it, move on. Period.
And do your market research on pricing. Mm-hmm. Don't pull prices out of your butt either, because that goes without saying, but like I just felt like I needed to put that out there. And if I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it again, if you are not connected with people in your industry to help you get ideas for pricing, ideas for services, ideas for upselling, like you're messing up and you're not my friend, because you need to just kidding. You could be my friend, but you're doing a dumb thing. You need to be connected with people in your industry, because that's how. I will never forget, we were charging for ovens, I don't remember how much, and then somebody in our group was like, oh no, I charge this much, and I was like, oh, we got to raise our price for ovens, because it was just way too low. I don't remember. I think we like doubled it or something. Like, it was like crazy. So just make sure that you are doing market research, call your competitors if that needs to be a thing, and connect with people in your industry to get ideas, about pricing, about honestly everything, but that's, do that.
Yeah, we've learned some really valuable stuff. Even as recently, we had a meeting with all of our friends on Long Island that own cleaning businesses, and I learned some amazing stuff that was detrimental that I needed to learn and needed to know. So if you're thinking your competition is, they're not competition, make them your friends.
They're also going to help you stay compliant, with laws, with your industry, with OSHA. Like, it is priceless. Do not think you need to be on your own. And I can guarantee there are a few people I'm even thinking about right now who just kind of keep to themselves and they don't want to connect with other people in the industry. I could guarantee those people are not compliant. They're not charging the right tax rate. They're probably not compliant with our sick leave laws here in New York. I could just guarantee all of that, because unfortunately, I don't know about in other states, but in New York, the government's not going to be like, hey, there's an update. You have to find out that shit yourself. Mm-hmm. And so, I know we're getting a little off topic here, but it is just so important to stay connected with people in your industry, and they're going to help you increase your revenue, increase your profits without having to even add new clients.
Yeah, because I feel like it's really easy to say, oh, I'm collaborating with so-and-so cleaning from another state. But no, we're talking about collaborate with your neighbors. A lot of the people we collaborate with service the same areas. We have a lot of friends that we have overlapping service areas with, and we still help each other out. Because again, we don't view each other as competitions. We view each other as collaborative friends that are willing to help each other out and stay compliant. So as uncomfortable as it is, and you might get people who are like, ew, no, I'm not befriending you. We service the same area. You're going to get that. We have too. But move along to the next person who will be willing to help, who is willing and waiting for somebody to reach out and connect with. We got way off topic, but I feel like this was very important to say.
I just had to throw it in there. It in there.
Yeah. Absolutely. But all right, we're gonna wrap it up because honestly, I don't know if y'all have heard, but Taco Bell dropped new toasted cheddar chalupas. Right? Is that what they are?
Toasted cheddar
Toasted
street chalupas because they're the
street
minis.
chalupas. Yes, they're
Yeah.
the minis, and they're freaking delicious. So I'm gonna be honest, we're wrapping this up so quickly, so Holly and I can go to Taco Bell. Oh, it is what it is. I'm just speaking my truth. If you
Also,
haven't tried them, get them.
it's a miracle I haven't gotten so distracted because my headphones are low battery and they keep saying low battery every time, like every few minutes, and I'm like, oh gosh! So we gotta hop off.
They're like, stop talking. But
Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna wrap it up real quick. So I hope this was helpful. Please let us know if this was helpful, and let us know if you guys have any ideas for some add-ons that we didn't mention, because you girls are always looking to expand the more and chores and more. Okay. Well, go connect with us on social media. All of our links will be in the show notes. And as always, find this podcast at Hustle Up Podcast on Instagram. Go check out our Chores and More Instagram and TikTok at Chores and More. We have a ton of add-ons and ideas there. And have a kick-ass week. We will see you next time.